As we saw earlier in the show, Champlin Park has advanced to the Class 6A football championship game. In this week's Sports Jam Spotlight, we meet the Rebels' first-year starter at quarterback who has put together a memorable season. It's been a great run for quarterback Jaice Miller and the Champlin Park Rebels. Miller's been impressed with the demeanor of his team.
No one on the team's scared to play in these big games, so that's exciting to see that we can go against the best people in Minnesota and be ready to play, and everyone's ready to go out there and give their all.
Miller had a very good junior season as a wide receiver for Champlin Park, but he's a quarterback at heart.
Last year was my first year at wideout, so I think even started last year, I was like, I think next year I knew that I was going to take over at quarterback. I think all the coaches knew that was going to happen. So as soon as last year ended, I was already getting ready for quarterback, starting to throw a little and get ready for the year.
He's always been a quarterback, and he's just so athletic that we had to find a spot for him last year. And he just excelled at wide receiver for us last year, and it was great that he had that opportunity to play rather than be a backup in that situation. And his transition to quarterback has been pretty seamless. I mean, early on he'll tell you, things were moving pretty fast and he had to slow things down a little bit, but he's just gotten better and better throughout the year.
I think he's done a great job of it. He's really taken the lead of the team by just having everybody follow around him, and he's just done a great job leading us.
Despite playing with a broken pinky on his throwing hand, Miller had perhaps his best game of the season against Rosemont in the state quarterfinals, rushing for 3 touchdowns and throwing for 2 more. He was told to be ready to run the ball more with star running back Sean Shipman injured.
And Miller able to get through it.
And Jaice answered the bell, including running over a defender.
And look at his sideline getting pumped up. You want to fire up your team as a quarterback? You don't tuck it and slide. You finish the run.
With how big I am, I think I should do that more. I'm surprised that was my first time doing it only, probably all year. So I was excited. The sidelines got excited. That gave us some momentum.
Well, Jaice is a very good player. He just needed some time at quarterback. As we saw last week, he probably played like one of the top quarterbacks in the state. And we're just we knew he had the ability. It's just experience for him and feeling confident. And last game we put the ball in his hands and he really stepped up.
He texted me and said, "You're averaging about 8 carries a game," and asked me if I was willing to up that for the last game since Shipman is out, and I was excited to run the ball.
Miller and the Rebels have thoroughly enjoyed this great season, and it's fun to be part of the atmosphere around school.
Just having the pep fest with everyone down there and seeing everything. I know they were there like 3 years ago, I think, so it's exciting to go back there and play and see all the teachers coming up to you in the hallways and students saying good luck and congrats winning last week. It's fun.
Jaice plans to play college football next year and has some offers. He really has a couple of choices to make.
I'm still deciding, maybe walk on at the U or something, or find a D2 school to go to, either wideout or quarterback. Still don't even know what position I'd want to play in quarterback or college.
Last year he was offered a Division I scholarship to play receiver. Well, then we switched over and he didn't take any of those offers. But I think he's liking the quarterback spot, so I think that's where he's leaning towards. And these next few games, I mean, a lot of people are watching him and seeing him do well, so I think he's going to have some opportunities to play quarterback.
Mostly I'm getting recruited as a wide receiver, and then I'm reaching out to the same schools that recruited me for wideout and asking to look at my quarterback film and see if that was a possibility for me to go play quarterback for them.
Jaice Miller for 42 and a score, and the Rebels are heading to the Prep Bowl.
Again, that Prep Bowl game against Wayzata is Friday night, November 29th at 7 o'clock.